Hello, my name is Milton Lyons. I'm the owner of Lyons Endurance Training. I'm also a high school track and field coach. I also work at a running store here in Lakeland, Florida. But today I want to talk about a few points about good form running. First point would be midfoot strike. Second point would be having the proper cadence. And the third point would be having the proper posture.
We have a young lady who has proper running form, and also she has great midfoot strike and great cadence. As you can tell here, as she's landing, hitting the ground, she's landing underneath her knee, and she's landing midfoot the way you're supposed to. Also, her arms are down, her chest is up, and her hips are underneath her shoulders as well. But as you can see right here, as she's landing, she's going to hit the ground right here, nice midfoot, and right here she makes impact. Her knee's slightly bent, and that's great because your hips is not going to take all the force, and she's not stopping herself from running. Most people, when you see them running, they'll land out in front of her, hitting the heel first, and actually applying the brakes on each stride. But right here, this young lady's doing a great job landing under her knee, nice and relaxed, and being efficient. In this next video, we're going to explain what cadence is. Cadence is how many times does something happen in a minute. So in running, research has shown that you want to have a high cadence of 180 beats per minute to have a good cadence. So therefore, if you have a metronome and you set it at 180 per minute, that means every time your foot hits the ground, that beat will go off. So you should go to the beat at 180. Now, we did that with this gentleman here, and we actually recorded in slow-mo, so you'll be able to hear each time the beep happens. You'll notice the video on the left, he is having proper running form, versus the beep on the right, he has a much slower cadence, and he's running improperly by heel striking the ground versus landing underneath him. With posture, we're going to talk about being efficient. And being efficient requires to be straight up versus all cramped up while you're running. In this first video below, we're going to see this young lady. Her arms are up where her chin's at and above her chest, and she's also bending at the hips versus you want to keep your hips straight and up and down from your shoulders. In the second video up top, we are going to see this gentleman. He's running more straight up and down, his arms down to his hips, and he's running more efficient. As you can see, he's more straight up and down, and his hips are slightly ahead of his shoulder, but he's not bending at the hips. So in the second video below, you can kind of see her butt sticking out, versus in this first video, he's more erect and vertical.